my world champion. Oh, that's for you.
Oh,
I've got
sorry.
mine here. Yeah, it's a special one. Natasha Jonas, you're here. We spoke on Zoom. Gallagher went in.
Gallagher always goes in.
And I'll tell you what, it happened. Talk to us about that, because it was like, when am I going to fight? When am I going to fight? Has it been? I love this fight as well, by the way. Good fight.
Yeah. No, I think it's been frustrating. I've said a million times, and you know, I've had fights that were supposed to be my fights given to other people, which I was annoyed about. I'm very annoyed about. So then I was chasing rematches that also didn't happen. And then I was promised a fight, and then it was kind of, well, we want you to do this one. And I was like, well, what happened to the fight I was promised? So it is what it is, but we're here, and I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be back in Liverpool, and I'm happy to be performing in front of a home crowd, because there's no place like home.
And they love you here as well. That's the thing about it. You can always turn up the crowd. I mean, you've got a mural. Yeah, please. Oh, the cappuccino. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Sorry.
No, it's all right.
You've even got a mural. You know, you're an icon in the city. So performing here against a fighter that is emotional. How did that grab you up there, even though it might go over your head as a fighter? She's somebody she's come to win, Tash.
She always does.
Just as much.
Yeah,
as
she always does. I think she took the Terry Harper fight at 2 weeks' notice, and you know, she stole a couple of rounds from Terry. She's been in with the likes of Clarissa, lost at 10 rounds. Brackhouse lost at 10 rounds. And I think I genuinely do think she's a good fighter, and I think it is. I agree with her. It's a bit disrespectful just to be like, well, yeah, use it just a formality before this one. It's not that case. It's not that easy. If it was, we'd have Fiore and AJ.
True.
So I agree with her. I'm glad that she mentioned it. But yeah, I think in every department that she's got, I do think she's got good fundamentals, good jab, good feet, you know, good movement. But in every department, I'm just better.
The thing is, I like the way you start, because you can start quite quick and aggressive. We've seen that. Controlling the fight from the beginning, Tash. How do you make sure that you stay in control? Because it's almost like you can't let anyone sort of like get the better of you to change it to their fight. So you maintaining that control. We don't know if it's going to end in a stoppage or it's going to go the full distance. So how do you try to maintain the pace so it's your fight?
I think with the Katie Taylor fight, definitely, and the Terry Harper fight, slow starts cost me. So it's something we've been really working on since then. We've seen it against Namas. You know, I had good starts against Bergout, Candy Wyatt. I nearly stopped in the first round. So it's and against Mayer, I won the first 3 rounds on all judges' cards. So it's something we've definitely been working on. And yeah, sometimes I'm guilty of like switching off.
You've said that. Why do you do it?
And I just drift. And
why?
You don't think that I'm drifting, but I do. It's something, again, I'm working with a psychologist to stop doing before Joe actually has a heart attack at ringside or kills me, either or.
Yeah.
So
more than likely the latter.
Yeah. So yeah, it's something that I've been working on, just keep my head and stay focused, stay alert, and to just keep to the game plan.
I'm not going to talk about obviously anything past this. But as far as like British boxing, female British boxing, you're one of the names that sometimes I don't think you get the credit that you deserve, because you have done a lot for the sport. First known as, you know, Miss GB. You've been in the game for a while now.
Don't remind me. Too long.
So far, what would you say is the biggest lesson that you've learned? One that sticks in your mind?
Good question. You know what? Like, I was very naive when I turned from the amateurs to the pros. I was like, you know, at GB boxing, you are like, we're kind of like the Premier League of the boxing world, and we're babies. We've got the best coaches, the best nutritionalists, the best, you know, S&C coaches, the video analysis, doctors. Everything we've got is at our beck and call, and we have to send one text, send one call, and we've got everything we want. And when it came to the pros, I just assumed it's still the sport and it's still the same, but it's totally not. It's like it's just a business.
What was it like getting thrown in the deep end then, and what would you say? Because it's funny you should say that, because Sonny Edwards kind of touched on the same thing before we fought Galal. It was like, you get everything done for you there, you're almost like a baby, and this is like the big bad world. This is where you have to learn how to fight. So what would you say to those that are involved, that are coming out and thinking that it's all glitz and glamour?
I mean, you do get the glitz and glamour, but it's also, you know, you're the commodity, and you're easily replaced. Don't make decisions on emotions, make them that are logical and that make business sense for you, because you have to be your own, your own business person.
Lawrence Okoli, under Gallagher. What a tremendous performance.
What a shot.
How's he getting on?
He's doing really well. He looks solid as well sometimes. Like at Cruiser, you could see he was lean, very lean, and he looked.
Yeah.
He's got like a V kind of shape with his shoulders, big shoulders. But now he looked fully solid all the way around. And yeah, he's been performing really well. We've got, it's a good gym to be in to feed off everyone and. To see,
happy.
yeah, that's all you want, and that's all you need, because to get in constantly is hard work. To keep doing what you need to do is hard work.
Listen, I've got to let you go.
I know, I can see them all waving.
I wish you all the best.
Nice,
I'll be
man.
watching
Always.
keenly on Saturday. Take it easy, Tash.
Thank you.
My fave. Thank you. Sorry. Yeah.
People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care.